Wow, stories.
My partner's son, 22-year-old M22, attacked me, a 50-year-old woman, F50, and was never held accountable for it. Was I right to leave? Can I let go of the love of my life, a 55-year-old man, M55, because of his son? Have I done the right thing? I've been with my partner, a 55-year-old man, M55, for 5 years. I'm a 50-year-old woman, 50 female, and had been divorced for 6 years before we met. We met and moved in together very quickly. He had not long left his partner when he met me. My adult children, 27-year-old man, 27 male, and 25-year-old man, M25, loved him straight away. My partner treated me in a way their dad hadn't. We were in love, and it was the most magical feeling. I honestly had never felt so happy. But his children hated me straight away. Their mother also had a big part in that. As much as I knew I was hated, I was always polite and friendly, and tried to give them space with their dad. The kids are 22-year-old man, 22 male, and 18-year-old woman, F110. So not children, but young adults. They also do not treat their dad very well unless they wanted something. One night, the son came over after a day of heavy drinking with his friends. My oldest son was also visiting. My partner's son went from being a happy drunk to a violent one. He just snapped, and the next thing I knew, he was attacking me, saying I was saying mean things about his mom. This is something I did not do, and I never would. The next thing I knew, he punched me and knocked me to the ground. He is very big built, and I am tiny. The punch threw me hard to the ground. As I tried to get up, he knocked me down again. My son ended up grabbing my partner's son and dragged him outside and locked the door. My partner sat with his son till his mother picked him up. The mother just laughed when she heard what happened. After the incident, my partner was shattered. He felt terrible, and I could see how much it hurt him that his son hurt me. There was no contact with his son for 12 months. And then slowly my partner and his son started to reconnect. I stated I was okay with his son being around as long as he apologized. He never did. He came into our home again, but never said sorry. I talked to my partner about it, but it was just something my partner didn't push for. The son apologized to my partner, but not me. So I just accepted it. I told my partner his son was not allowed to drink in our home, and expressed many times after the incident that his son absolutely terrified me, and I never wanted to be alone in the house with him. The words sorry have never been said, and the son has never been held accountable for assaulting me. A few months ago, my partner invited the son in to come away with us. He didn't ask me if I was okay with it, and when he did tell me, I completely lost it. I have moved out due to feeling completely disrespected. I don't regret moving out, but I'm struggling with the fact that I still absolutely love my partner and miss him so much. But I know in my heart that his son will always scare me and make me feel uncomfortable whenever he is around. I don't want to live the rest of my life constantly feeling that way. Am I overreacting? Can I live with the fact that I am letting go of the love of my life because I will never, ever like his son? Now for a few comments before the update. Comment 1. You are not overreacting. This relationship carries the burden of having stepchildren who will never accept you as a result of their mother. It is on your partner to mediate the relationship between you and his kids. He should have made his son apologize to you immediately. It's not even an issue of choosing the kids over the new girlfriend. It's the moral thing to do. Although it's hard to let go, it gets easier over time. You made the right decision. Ultimately, things would be unlikely to change. And I think you would grow to resent your partner because he made it evident that he will not stand up for you nor hold his son accountable. Comment 2. His son attacked you. If your son wasn't there, it would have been worse. He could have seriously, permanently injured you or ended the life of you. You don't know. Your partner has invited him on holiday with you without asking you, even though his son terrifies you. The son has apologized to your partner and not you. The last 2 points make me think that neither views you as a person, just as property. You should stay the hell away from both of them and should have pressed charges the first time he attacked you. It won't be the last if you go back. Now, for the update. Thanks for sticking around for this update. So where do I even start? After I moved out, things got even messier, if you can believe that. My partner, he tried to make amends, said he understood why I left. But words are just that, words. He promised changes, promised his son would keep his distance, but promises are as flimsy as a house of cards. Then, out of nowhere, my partner's daughter, the 18-year-old, decided she was going to move in with us. Well, with him, since I wasn't there anymore. She dropped out of college and said she couldn't handle it, and next thing I know, she's back in the picture, full time. And guess who's over all the time again? Yep, the son. Like a bad penny, that one. My partner was caught in the middle trying to play peacemaker. He wanted me back, but he couldn't turn his back on his kids, could he? So he's juggling, and I'm watching from the sidelines, feeling like I'm the one being played. One evening, I went over to talk, to see if we could figure things out. And there he was, the son, sitting on the couch like he owned the place. No apology, no acknowledgement of what he'd done. Just this smug look on his face. I felt sick, just being in the same room with him. I turned to leave, and that's when it happened. My partner's daughter, she broke down, confessed it was her idea to invite her brother on that trip. She thought it would help mend fences. Instead, it blew up the last bridge between me and my partner. I was furious, not just at her, but at him too. How could he let this happen? How could he not see what was going on right under his nose? But then, he did something unexpected. He sided with me, told his kids that if they couldn't respect me, they couldn't be in his life the same way. It was a bold move, one that left everyone stunned. But the damage was done. The trust was broken. I couldn't shake the feeling that I was just a pawn in their family drama. And I couldn't help but wonder if my partner had been manipulating me all along, keeping me just close enough to think things would change. The aftermath was like a soap opera. His daughter moved out in a huff, went to live with her mother. The son, he was furious, said his dad was choosing me over his own blood. And my partner? He was a wreck, torn between his love for me and his kids. For a brief moment, I thought maybe this was it, the turning point. Maybe now we could start fresh. But life's not that simple, is it? Just when I thought we might have a chance, my own sons got involved. They were worried about me, didn't want me to get hurt again. My oldest, he confronted my partner, told him he'd better treat me right or else. It was a mess, a real shouting match right there on the front lawn for all the neighbors to see. And then the unthinkable happened. My partner had a heart attack, right there, in the middle of the argument. It was like a bad TV show, but it was real, too real. He survived, thank God, but it was a wake-up call for all of us. Now, he's recovering, and I'm left wondering what my next move should be. Do I go back to him knowing his kids will always be a part of the package? Or do I walk away for good, leaving behind the man I love, but also the fear and the drama? I'm still figuring it out, but one thing's for sure. I'm not the same person I was 3 months ago. I've seen too much, felt too much, and I'm starting to think that maybe, just maybe, I've been getting played this whole time without even realizing it.